Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to do topic 48, that is farm planning. Farm planning. This is farm planning. So, what is farm planning? It is the deliberate and conscious effort. It is deliberate and conscious effort by the farmer to think about the farm programs, by farmers to think about farm programs in advance and adjust them according to new knowledge. Think about farm programs in advance and adjust them according to new knowledge on technological developments. Them according to new knowledge of technological development, changes in physical and economic situations, economic situations, price structures, etc. So what is farm planning? It is done by farmers in advance. We plan something in advance and adjust them. The farm plan should not be rigid. It should be adjustable as per the new knowledge of technology, changes in physical environmental situation, price structure. Suppose we have planned for rice and suddenly we see that the price of rice has deteriorated very much and we see no profits in growing rice. So we can shift ourselves to other crops instead of rice at that time. So that is what farm planning is. What are the principles of good farm plan? It should provide for efficient use of resources. Which type of resources? Such as labor, power, farm inputs such as fertilizer, irrigation, etc. Balanced combination of crops. We should avoid excessive risks. Excessive risks should be avoided, or we should not take excessive risk. Provide flexibility to our farm plans. It should not be rigid, it should be flexible. Provide flexibility to our plans. Now moving on to the next point. Utilize farmers' knowledge. Training and experience. And take account of farmers' likes and dislikes. Account of what farmers likes and what it dislikes. Farmers likes and dislikes. Gives considerations to efficient marketing facilities. provide a program for obtaining, using and repaying of credit. Of obtaining, how we will obtain, how will we repay, and how we will use our credit. Provide for use of up-to-date modern agriculture methods and practices. Up-to-date modern agricultural methods and practices. So these are the principles of good farm plan. Now moving on to the next topic of this session, that is farm management tools for farm planning. Farm management tools for farm planning. What are the farm management tools for farm planning? So first of all, we have production and organization planning tools. Production and organization planning tools. So it comprises of production function models, production function models, farm budgeting technique, farm budgeting techniques, linear and nonlinear planning, linear and nonlinear planning, diversification models, how will you diversify our farm, diversification models. Now it takes into account farm planning technique and aids. And secondly, we reach to administrative planning tools and aids. Administrative, this was at production level, this is at administrative level. Administrative planning tools and aids. So it takes into account research facilities, management consulting, commercial services, electronic accounting and data processing facilities. So these are administrative planning tools and aids. And moving to third, that is marketing planning tools and aids. First of all, we are doing our production planning and we are using these things. Second, we are going to administrative planning and we are doing research, management, etc. And thirdly, we move to marketing planning tools and aids. So it comprises of demand and supply. What is the demand and what we have to supply? Future trading analysis, demand and supply analysis, future trading analysis, what are our plans for future, marketing management research, and price policies, what are the price policies, and as per the price policies we will grow crops. So these are the marketing planning tools. So this is the flowchart of how farm management tools are used for farm planning. What kind of plan we need to do at production level, at administrative level, and at marketing level. So I hope you understand this flowchart. And when these types of questions are asked in your exam and you take down these questions using a flowchart, then examiner will be super impressed and it will fetch you good marks. So that's why I tried to go through this topic in flowchart model, so you can understand how to approach questions using flowchart model. Now moving on to the next topic of the session, that is good agricultural practices. good agricultural, that is GAP, good agricultural practices. So these are the practices that address environment, economic, it addresses environment, economic and social sustainability. For on-farm processes and result in safe quality and non-food agricultural products. So as per this definition was given by Food and Agriculture Organization, that good agriculture practices are those practices that take into account environment, economic and social sustainability at the farm, so that we have safe and quality food and non-food agricultural products, so that we have quality food and non-food agricultural products. So it has four pillars. Which are economic viability, second pillar is environmental sustainability, third pillar is social acceptability, and fourth pillar is food quality and standards. So we have discussed first environment, economic, social and food quality and standards. If all these four pillars are being used in our farm, then we are using good agricultural practices. Now what are the benefits of good agricultural practices? First of all, it improves safety and quality of food and other agricultural products. These are merits, benefits. First of all, what it improves safety and quality of food, improves safety and quality of food and other agri products. Secondly, it helps in reducing risk. With compliance with national and international regulations, such as how much chemical we need to use, what amount of fertilizers we need to use, what should be our post harvest management, so that the quality is best and it is good for international market also. Helps in promoting sustainable agriculture and contributes to meeting of national and international environment and social development objectives. So these are the benefits of good agricultural practices. Now what are the challenges in good agricultural practices? Challenges of good agricultural practices. Firstly, implementation, record keeping, certification, and the implementation of good GAP, that is good agricultural practices, increase production costs of farmers. Sometimes it helps in serving interest of specific stakeholders. than helping broader range of farmers and traders. Some middlemen, some specific stakeholders take interest of this of good agricultural practices, because what they do, they compend they force the farmers to follow good agricultural practices, but do not give enough costs, do not enough inputs to on enough profits to farmers. Instead, they sell these products in global markets, in international markets, in high costs. So these are these specific holders interest are served. There is high risk for small farmers, as their farm size is small, so their production is small. So how can they export their products without proper resources and policies? So there is high risk for small farmers. And compliance with GAP doesn't always fosters good environmental and social benefits. Sometimes by some developed countries, it is falsely claimed that we have used good GAP, good agricultural practices, but instead their practices have harmed many of our environments. So this is the claims using GAP are not always true. When awareness rising is needed for win-win practice, so that every stakeholder is benefited. And suppose environment, social, farmers, stakeholders, everyone is benefited. So we need to do awareness raising for win-win practices, but awareness raising is particularly low in different parts of the country. So these are the problems of GAP. Hope you enjoyed today's session. For any queries, do comment. If you like it, please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. That's all for today's. Have a nice day. Thank you.